All right, guys, welcome to another video. Today, I want to introduce an exercise that I've done a few years ago that really helped me for being more focused and um, feeling a sense of achievement on a daily basis. And I know that a lot of us, small business owners and entrepreneurs, have a hard time understanding sometimes when it is time for us to stop working and it's time for us to relax or to do other activities that are good for us and not just working, which ultimately end up having us sick or stressed or anxious about what comes next and what we haven't done yet. So this exercise is very important for not just self-care, because obviously this is very important. And a lot of us neglect self-care when we open a business, but it's also important for productivity um, and getting things done. And this exercise, as you saw in the title of the video, is called day mapping or map your day. I like to say map your day because it's more actionable. And it's very simple, but at the same time, you can refine it over time. And I'm still refining it, for example, once in a while when I'm changing environment or when I'm changing work or clients or, for example, launching new projects like this YouTube channel and these videos that I'm posting every day. You have to reorganize your days, and instead of just going from one meeting to another meeting, to one deep work session, to one project, to another family dinner or whatever, you take a calendar app or you take a mapping app. So it can be, for example, Google Workspace. Uh, I think it's called Jamboard. You can use what I use is Canva now. I use Canva and they have a workspace. I think it's called Workspace app. You can use a PowerPoint and put some squares and map your days like that. You can also directly use the calendar app. So iCloud Calendar, I'm sorry, Mac Calendar. It can be Google Calendar. Uh, I I prefer Notion Calendar, which is actually connected with all the calendars. And it's actually then afterwards linked to a task database. So any apps like that. And on these, you can schedule what you will do on a daily basis and then on a weekly basis. So the questions to ask yourself is, what time am I going to wake up? What time am I going to sleep? So then you can calculate exactly how much time you will sleep, which is the most important. Then you can schedule the breakfast time. You can schedule the yoga or the meditation or the sport time. Then you can schedule the client time or the teamwork time or the deep work sessions. You can schedule your lunch time, your dinner time. You can schedule the girlfriend, boyfriend time. You can schedule mother, father time, any family time. You can schedule learning time, very important. So, for example, if you've never had time to finish that book, well, maybe that's because it's not the right book, honestly. But if you want to, for example, spend more time learning a new skill or learning about this software you've always wanted to use, or spending time just browsing the web, looking for solutions for your own business, and maybe studying your competitions and once in a while, or well, maybe that's not learning, but maybe studying like how to innovate in your business, those kind of things, those very important things actually. You can schedule it in your week, you can schedule it in your days. And all of that, if you start booking your time like this, you will ultimately have a sense of, okay, if I don't do uh, learning today, it's okay because it's scheduled on Friday mornings. So every Friday mornings, I'm not booking client meeting, I'm not booking teams meetings, I'm booking learning time. So I'm actually going to go out eat a coffee and open a book, open my things I need to learn about and learn it. Um, for example, I scheduled like that sport because 3 years ago, I was not practicing sport on a weekly basis at all. I was not doing sport. I was actually super tired every day. And I was like, yeah, I don't have the energy. But now, because I've scheduled it, I go to I don't go to the gym, but I go to swim. Okay. I go to for a walk. I hang out with sport friends. And that's very important because uh, if you don't practice an activity, a regular activity, physical activity, then you cannot function properly. And so that's that's one thing you want to schedule in your week at least once in a while. And so by doing this mapping exercise, you can actually schedule it. And because you schedule it, it's like a checkbox. You are committing to check on a weekly basis. You want to do it. You will go for it. You have scheduled it. And then also your work will be more productive because you have time dedicated for work. So you can have an excuse for anyone who bother you during that moment to say, hey, this is my working session now. I'm not available for that. So just book a meeting with me on that time because that's when I'm available for you. And of course, the first map you will do will be an attempt, and the next week you can review it. The next week you can review it and refine this tool as it goes. And why it's good to use a calendar and why is good to use a mapping app is because you can duplicate it easily and modify it and check how it iterates over time and how better it becomes and see the change in your life and the positive impact on your productivity and stress and all that. And the calendar app uh, is good because you can create one specific calendar and then turn it on and off to see it or not see it. So, like for example, if you have meetings that you cannot postpone or admin stuff that you need to do or hospital checks and all of that, sometimes if life makes things like make us unprepared to and like there's unexpected events, it's okay. You can have these unexpected events on your main calendar and you can have your scheduled mapped day on another calendar. And so like you can see the two are overlapping and you can see the what you're supposed to do and what you can do and rearrange on a daily basis. And that's totally okay. And like, for example, like the last 2 weeks, I haven't been looking at it so much because I start to know it by heart what I'm supposed to do and what I want to do. And so it helps you to build a habit. You don't have to look at it somehow. But then every time I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, I'm feeling that I've worked a bit too much or I've not been able to do anything, I'm looking back at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this. And I've actually have totally changed my schedule. So maybe let's see if I need to go back to this or if I should just accept and rearrange things how it goes. So that's a very powerful tool. I've listed down a few questions you can ask yourself. Well, you can listen to this video, obviously, but I've listed down a few questions in an article that I wrote on that topic. So I will put the link in the description of that video. And well, I'm preparing the next video for tomorrow. So see you and thank you for watching this video. Bye, guys. I hope it helps.